Honesty bring demise. Enough chairs you're going to meet. Stand firm on your feet. Be stretching until you strain yourself. If one thing out your reach, check something else. Sometimes you have to settle for a little shaker. You may not be able to buy tomatoes. Don't be jealous for things in other people's home. Treat as precious things that are your own.
WhatsApp us or call us at 457-9997. Activated Mornings on WEFM 99.9 is on now.
Good morning to you.
Good morning, Roleza and Dianna.
Good morning.
Are you going to talk about election day? Nothing.
That's just fine. There are so many things happening in the world.
That's good. That's going to get this person up. What I want to mention, right, is I witnessed something yesterday. Nobody will tell me I see it for myself. So I was in front of the Teachers Credit Union in Paul's Avenue Day. And I was watching new recruit, young police officer, two of them, interacting with one of the bikers that came into the country to be independent. I later got to find out that the guy was a Barbadian who had come in for the independence biking celebration. So what was happening is that throughout the whole weekend, throughout the entire day, yesterday, they all had bikers riding around without helmet. It is a situation where it looks like to me like the police are turning a blind eye to operations about a lot of traffic offense. So the young police officer now, one of the new recruits, he pulled over the guy because he was wearing a helmet. So from what I was seeing is that he was telling him, oh, you don't have a helmet or whatever. And the guy, they were having a conversation or whatever. And then one of the guy's friends, another Bajan fella, he walks up to the guy and gives him a helmet. And he puts on the helmet. He's sitting on the bike, still he put on the helmet or whatever. He had the police officer talking. When he put on the helmet, they were still speaking. And then he rides off, speaking. Yeah, it's like a feet in front of the police officer to run and box him in the face, and the bike pitches a face, slam on the ground, and it's just blood everywhere. Now, this is a like daily miss a week. And I was like, what is happening there? Like, why would the officer think that the right thing to do at that point? He's trying to run away from you. I don't think that his face was what he was supposed to do. It's a simple thing. You could say, well, I was trying to stop this guy on his bike, he tried right off of me, and he's a foreigner, and we had to go up to the wharf and we could detain him if you want to charge him for not wearing the helmet, whatever you think that he was charged for. And it was just basically chaos because a lot of people witnessed the incident. And what is strange to me is that this police officer, this new recruit, he did all this without showing any sort of like anger any sort of as me was like, see, because it's just like be a chaos and people say, no, we do that for respect to fuck the man in the face, a man could have killed somebody with that bike and you know, I don't know what kind of training that these guys recently got up at the police training center. And I saw there was a release put out by the commissioner of police saying that they have a zero tolerance and police abuse and about no leave or whatever. And what was interesting, like after the guy got out, is that like several other police officers came on the scene, and then the guy was actually placed in a transport and taken to the barracks. And right, it's like there's a pattern that these things follow. And then you hear they have 3, 4, 5 charges to answer to. And everybody ignore, well, the police themselves or whatever, they ignore the police brutality part and you end up with 3, 4, 5 charges. And a lot of the times, not all of the times, a lot of the times, what you were supposed to do. And senior police officers will tell you, if you, and they said it live on radio, TV many times, that if you end up in a situation like that, that reaction is not what you do. You report it to your seniors, you call for backup or whatever, and the guy can't go away. He's not of intention. He had to take the bike to a certain point when the guys are police. He was going straight to the wharf to put the bike on the boat. And they were even going on the boat. They were taking a flight to leave Stevenson because all that came out on his team. He was basically rushing to take the bike to the boat and then go to the airport or some kind of 2 o'clock flight or whatever. So I'll be interested to know the outcome of that. Right? So that's my contribution.
Okay. All right. Thanks very much, Lyf. You actually filled in a lot of things there for me because I passed at the same time when I saw the bike go up in the air. So yeah, you filled in a lot of the questions that I had in terms of what happened with it. Just gather there, go up here and like the police. I don't exactly have access. So thank you for being.
Yeah.
All right.
Thank you.
You too. All right, so that was Lyf's commentary this morning, and he was asking, or he was recounting an incident that happened yesterday. What time was that? Was it around lunchtime, or could have been just a little? I speaking to who motion went on for so long. They were like, police are going to do something, at least maybe charge the person or move to the side because there was a significant backup of traffic for a little bit on account of this incident between the police officer and the biker. So I'm hearing what Life is saying. Mention, or he made mention of it being a young recruit. And one of the things that I always tend to sometimes question, Crumpel, one of the things I always tend to question is police officers and ego, and tying ego into the fact that they have the authority, let's say, to to detain and to arrest persons. Sometimes I get the impression that, and I'm not necessarily saying it for this incident, but in incidents from before, where there are times when I wonder if some officers feel as though they have a bit of a bruised ego if whoever it is that they're interacting with maybe gives them attitude or interacts with them in a certain way that maybe threatens their authority. Now, I don't know exactly what happened here with this young officer, but there are times when I think maybe in the way to best execute whatever it is that you are doing, that officers also have to be mindful of their ego stepping in when it comes to I know I sound like I really picking my words because I really am trying to pick my words carefully here. In how they view their position of authority. Let me probably best put it that way. All right. So we have a caller. Hi, Coach. Good morning.
Morning. I think the thing that out here they call it the blue wall. The police use they use a blue uniform. For instance, this minute after call to the black wall.
Mm-hmm.
All police get in line when anything happens. They don't go against each other. You know, trust me. It happens here too. Where I started. Now to lose my train of thought. Okay, yeah, I remember. The place I work, I happen to be around where police are training. When they're training, if you hear them, if you pass them, yes, sir, no, sir. I don't know that these are the little fellow who is calling you sir, God. They gone, they gone. So the training, sometimes the training is there, but it don't happen. The older police who because this is past, don't know. I talking about police from way from them because the first set of police they had, they didn't have this thing to account for in terms of public coming up against them. They had the authority to do what they want. The first set of police, and a lot of the information is passed down. Just like history. Talking history goes down. The stories go down. Take care of you. And people, police will come up and learn that bad habit after and go with that bad habit. Not all of them, but that top down story goes a long way because the man tell you going with the training that they got. They go with the old people the people who've been out on the street before them. They go with their story then. So the thing is not just the training. It's the second part of the training. That happen out here to no police. You just feel like they could the traffic stop with a ticket. And next thing you're not dead sometimes. You want to know how you're not dead because why you have to shoot the person if it's just a traffic stop? Didn't you want to take it? You never be in the road of making noise. You write him a ticket, fight it up in the court. You don't have to manhandle people and do people you feel like. No, That's what the coaches for. The coaches there to take care of those matters. I mean, you know, I really, I see you get I see you get your date now. You see,
All of we get we did. So even that, all of we.
no, you mean saying you are get rid of this thing so quickly.
Man, Kojo, yes. In less than a month, we will be out of it.
Yes. You see how you're so tired of your dates. So you got to do it now.
Yes, sir.
At least you know when you're supposed to. Not that, just like okay, campaign though. No more. Because you go out and campaign, and every once in a while the winner might come out and say something, but most of the time if the losers who still going out, they're the TV election or they do this election or this
But you know, but what I forgot tend to take away from the whole festive spirit, I know, yes, we still might be in a little bit of a well, depending on who wins. As you said, we're not going to be out of election mode, but I know it's going to simmer down a little bit and then pick back up. But I don't like elections in December, so I'm happy to see that it's not called then.
A good thing to like that. Make sure you get to the Black Friday the 28th.
Oh, so town can't close down. We can't get public holiday, Kojo. That's what you're saying? Kojo, man, Kojo, bye. If Black Friday is that day, no, man, Kojo, no.
Black Friday is the next day. I say the next day is Black Friday.
Yeah, but if you think Black Friday is the 28th, then that means we ain't getting public holiday because businesses try to capitalize on Black Friday sales. Why, Kojo, you just
you can get public holiday. People like to set up the store.
Well, True-ish. All right, let me go Google this. All right, Kojo, we got to take this up in the next segment.
All
right, have a good one. That is something I didn't. I'm going to Google it. All right, so now we head out to this summer. We will pick up the little tidbits that we discussed maybe in the next segment and continue with our Activated Mornings program here. So the time in SVG